Okay.
All right, folks, we have a great guest. And I know many of you are Survivor fans. We've talked about that show several times. So today is the day. Kickstarter has a great opportunity for you to join with one of the Survivor alums for a great new show. And we have him on the phone with us now, Malcolm Freberg. How are you, sir?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. And Wayfaring, you're going to have to tell everybody about it. And what a really cool idea this is.
Yeah, it's we're really excited about it. It's a little nutty and it's never been tried before, which is kind of what makes it fun. But in a nutshell, we're doing a 20-day road trip this summer. On the 1st of July, we're leaving from LA and doing a loop of the country, get back in Southern California on the 20th. Now, the first part about it is that we're doing an episode every day. Whatever we shoot on July 1st is an episode by July 2nd, waiting for you in the morning on our website, wayfaringlive.com. Whatever we shoot on the 2nd is up and ready for you on the 3rd, the entire trip. So poor old production team's going to be dead by the end of it. But an episode every day this July. But the really cool part is that we don't have any control over the trip. Everything we do and everywhere we go is left up to social media voting. So we'll give you a few options for where we're going in the morning. You'll vote using hashtags on Facebook, Twitter, even Instagram works. And whatever the public decides is where we go and what we do, no exceptions.
So we start out in LA. We're going to head out on the road. We're going to get up and vote, and we're going to kind of decide not only where you go, but we're also going to decide some of the things that you're going to do while you're there, right?
Oh, yeah. So say the first day, I don't know this exactly. The production team has started keeping secrets from me, which is a little unsettling, to be honest with you. But say that first day we're starting in LA. We'll give you options for the morning. It's sitting there waiting for you when you wake up. And it might be Grand Canyon or something in Phoenix. You vote which one you want us to go to. Now, we're not just going to go see the Grand Canyon. That's all we're going to shoot. We have to make it entertaining, right? So if we go to the Grand Canyon, what I really want to do is play capture the flag on like 6 donkeys or something like that. And if we go to Phoenix, I know there's a demolition derby the day we're going to be there, so I might get to go do that. But so you're picking what we do each day, but along the way, smaller decisions are going to be left up to you too. It's a live event, so maybe I have to screw with the interns or something, or I need to pick up a souvenir for my mom when I see her in a few days. All of this stuff is left up to the public. Every small decision, even, we'll just announce via Twitter. You can vote using hashtags, and whatever you guys pick is what you get to see on the episode the very next day.
Well, let's get that out right away here for make sure you folks that you're getting this. We'll link to this as well. So it's going to be at Wayfaring Live is on Twitter, and that's going to be your source to keep up to date with what's going on with Malcolm while he's on this journey. Now, how long is each episode sort of like template to be, at least for now?
Yeah, we're looking at 8 to 12 minutes. We obviously can't make a full-length episode just because the constraints of having to shoot, edit, and polish in a single day. So 8 to 12 minutes. Again, they're uploaded to our website, wayfaringlive.com. We're hosting it all ourselves. But one of the other cool things is, especially because we haven't gone into the Kickstarter yet, but there's exclusivity tiers. So if you buy in at certain levels into our event, you can see cut scenes, deleted scenes, things we didn't have time to polish and rub out on our website. There'll be an exclusive page for you. There's other cool features that you can buy into. They'll even let you have more control and see even more. I'll be doing live Q&As every third night from the road. You can get into those by buying in through our website and through Kickstarter currently.
Okay, so Kickstarter.com, and what he's referring to here, we're going to get to is, it starts, give him $1, give him $2, and you can just help contribute to this really cool idea of trying to get something off the ground like this. But if you really want to get vested, and you can really start to see the different tiers of this, as you move along, let's say you can give $25, let's say you can give $100. As you move along, you get more access to different things, and as I understand it, and as I looked at it, there's some very exclusive things, like you actually get to ask him certain questions. You get to get a little one-on-one chat. You get to buy a little bit of time for this event and be a part of it in a greater way. And that's what makes Kickstarter really so cool and interactive.
Brandon, you said that better than I have. I need you to record that and start saying it in an interview.
Well, we'll have it live tomorrow, so get it up for you. No, I love Kickstarter because of this. I think this is just a brilliant idea, right? I mean, it's just so great to get people involved, and look, even if it's like $5, man, you get 1,000 people to give $5, you're halfway there.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could throw in any level, like you said. Even anything is appreciated, and we hope that the merit of our idea, nothing like this has ever been tried before, is worth a small donation, even if you're not interested in keeping track of getting access to all that exclusive stuff. But if you really want to go in for it, like you mentioned, there's a lot of really cool stuff on the higher tiers. I'll do one-on-one phone calls. We'll have something called executive decisions, where I might be standing in the thrift store picking out what I have to wear on the episode that day. I'll call you and ask you to do my shopping for me. We'll show and record your phone call for the episode, and then you've made that decision. You see it in the episode the next day. It was you and only you. If you go even higher, you can come out and meet us on the road. There's some really cool stuff at the top level, but even the low-level stuff is great. And, of course, Kickstarter, anything is appreciated to help us get this really cool, unique project off the ground.
Folks, okay, ladies, I know you love Malcolm on Survivor. I'm not, naive. I know. And you get a one-on-one chat. You jump in board, pay a few dimes, and you got to talk to the man that you love so much. Not on Survivor once. He was on Survivor twice. So, absolutely great stuff. And if you watch the trailer, folks, the Wayfaring trailer of them trying to promote some of their ideas or whatever, they put him in a Batman costume on like a little moped. Oh, man, bro, that was fantastic.
A little scary, and I got some weird books that day. But again, that's the sort of thing that we're going to be doing for 3 weeks this summer. Whatever you guys say, we're doing it. Be it silly, we're going to a charity. We're partnered with Habitat for Humanity. Not all of this is just fun and games. We've got some really cool stuff lined up for this trip. But like I said, we need some support apparently buses need money. Who knew? We have to feed the interns. Things like that are going to take a little money, so we're really looking for support through the Kickstarter.
I can't wait. And I tell you, I'm really hoping it's not only a success, it's like a blockbuster success, because I want to have the same thing start on the East Coast where I am, bro. We'll get you started in Tampa for Wayfaring 2, and we just start motoring you around. Well, think about it. It's going to be cold up north. You don't want to do it up north. You've already done L.A. Hey, let's go to Florida. So Wayfaring 2, I'm already ahead. This is going to be such a success. People are going to start going on there now. They're going to give $100, $200, $300 a piece. It will be there in no time at all. So, Malcolm Freberg,
hope so.
This is a great idea. Now, I'd be remiss, though, because I finally get you on the phone. I got to ask a little bit about some of the Survivor stuff, because I know they have all these after shows, and they do all these different things like that. So, first things first, is it really that hard without the food thing? Is that the first thing that hits you? Is like, oh, man, I am really hungry.
You know what? I'll tell you, it's all about preparation. Yes, it is hard. Survivor is real. It's the first thing I tell everybody. A lot of stuff on TV these days with reality, it's gotten watered down, and they fake things, and it drives you bonkers. But you got to remember, Survivor was the first mover in American reality TV. They've kept it very pure. They do not take it easy on you. It's miserable. That being said, the hunger, I actually trained for it a bit. A lot of people you'll see go out there, and I'm generalizing a bit, but people gain weight before the show. What that does is puts on fat stores, so they have like a little something extra to burn those first few days. I went the opposite way, and I lost a bunch of weight before I went out there. Now, obviously, part of that is vanity. I'm going to be shot in HD for a while. I need to make sure I look good.
There you go.
But it also slowed down my metabolism.
Right.
I didn't eat more than 1,000 calories like the few weeks leading up to it, so I was already used to the hunger. So when it got to like day 2, 3, or 4, and everyone else started complaining, I was fine and it wasn't an issue. And it's actually something when people ask me, I recommend not eating beforehand. The fat stores, you'll burn through it quickly, and you might get a cup boost for a few days, but the back end you're going to feel even worse when you finally are running on empty.
But notice, folks, this is why he's the perfect character for Wayfaring, because he pre-planned to adjust his metabolism to go on Survivor. So you're telling me you don't really want to have this craziness bouncing around the Southwest United States doing all sorts of zaniness. I don't know what's wrong with you. This is the greatest idea. I really am. It's just so thrilling. And of course, with social media, it's just going to be fun to be able to have that live interaction for 20 straight days. It's kind of like that little big brother appeal to the live interaction and what's going on. And Malcolm's probably not going to know what he's gotten himself into, because I guarantee if they're already keeping secrets from him now, day 11 is going to be very fast. Well, first off, you leave on my birthday, So, I'm totally dialed in. I'm totally dialed in. I'm like, all right, it's on my birthday, like a birthday present. I get to watch this.
I like it. That's how we planned it, Brandon. That's exactly what we were going for.
Well,
all the scheduling is revolving around your birthday.
Well, I thought that was part of the sponsorship and all that, but then I realized, oh man, these interns are expensive, and Malcolm won't stop wearing the Batman costume even though we're not filming anymore, and so.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we're not just kicking around the Southwest either. We're doing the whole country. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get down into Florida per constraints, but I know we'll definitely be in Alabama. I'm from Georgia. I grew up outside Atlanta. Hopefully, we're going to make it all the way to that far east. But one of the really cool things about this is we'll announce where we're going in the morning. The options could be really spread out. Like say one day is going to be Biloxi or Jacksonville. Jacksonville, Mississippi, or say Mobile, Alabama, I think are two options. So they're split up like that. Well, I'll be on the phone with radio stations in the morning, like doing a quick interview to promote. And I'm saying, if you want us to come to your town, you got to vote. Go here, do this, and that'll get it building a little bit. And if you want us to come to your town, we're going to be all over the country. You want us to come to your area, look for the schedule. You got to follow on the Twitter, and maybe I'll be on the press, maybe I won't in your town. But you can vote to make us come to you. That's one of the great things about this is like it's your excitement as a viewer can drive where we go. And if you really want us to come to you, get your friends, family, enemies even to start tweeting the hashtag that says "Come to my city."
Guys, this is just incredible. This is Jackass meets Vacation with a dash of Big Brother with the guy from Survivor. You got to be a part of this. Malcolm's like, right, yeah. Malcolm's like, wait a minute, I'm not sure I want to process that. What have I got myself into?
Malcolm's like, oh no, what they did, again, the producers started keeping secrets from me. I don't know exactly what the plan is all the time. But I was like, what are the absolute no-nos? You said, Jack, like, you can't do anything permanent to me. Any like permanent physical scarring, that's a no-no. Emotional scarring, I'll get over this therapist for that. But no permanent markings on my body.
Yeah, no tattoos, no piercings.
Yeah, nothing like that. But
right.
Otherwise, it's open game.
Fair enough. I like all that. So do you get a lot of the Survivor star reaction still?
You know what? I do. And it's not necessarily because of, I'm sure it's a little bit tied into having been popular, but on the show and the way I was portrayed, but I also stand out in a crowd. I look like a reject from the Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not like short hair and clean cut and things like that. I'm tall. I've got a high ponytail, and I have a goatee straight out of like the 17th century. So I do stand out a bit, and I think that's what elicits a lot of the reaction, more so than some of the other people who've been on the show, just because they look like other human beings, whereas I'm this like gangly buccaneer fellow like strolling around in the streets.
Gangly buccaneer is a fantastic adjective, by the way. Our society would be better if we would use that reference more often. And by the way, you're definitely not a reject from Pirates of the Caribbean. We definitely could fit you into the next one. I think that's definitely a must. We need to get our people with your people and their people, get Disney on the phone and say, Dead Men Can Tell No Tales. Malcolm Freberg has a cameo.
Let's make some phone calls. I'll work on my fiction for old, like saying, what a pirate words are.
Only,
you know what I mean.
Only because on IMDb I wanted to say Malcolm Freberg, gangly buccaneer.
That would be my title. I wouldn't even get a name.
No, you would just say gangly buccaneer. That would be the pinnacle of adjectives. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, folks, it is through Kickstarter. We're going to link to all of this. You can go to Kickstarter. You can put in Wayfaring. It's an easy process to search through. We've talked about Kickstarter projects in the past. You guys kind of know how some of this works. It starts today. You have till the 25th to help them raise some of these additional funds. Make sure the back-end process is all taken care of financially and buttoned up so they hit the road on July 1st with their ground running. And Malcolm, it won't be permanent. But I have to be honest, I'm cheering for some emotional scars. I want a show.
Hopefully nothing too damaging. We don't want to wreck like my future life, relationships, and happiness.
No,
but a little mild,
like that.
Some mild therapy. Nothing like maybe 10 hours in the chair. After that'll be fine. I'm all for it.
It's great too because you mentioned Biloxi, Mississippi, and I remember going there like long before it was like a casino town, and we stayed in this little place. So when you got nothing to do, you start wandering around. and they had let the swimming pool like grow over, so it was just full of weeds. And the guy that patrolled security, his little thing on the side of his little cart was called the Rat Patrol. And I'm like, where on earth have we landed? This was in Biloxi, Mississippi at the time. So, yeah, I'm sure they can dig up some really cool places to put you in. 'Cause that's what I'm cheering for. I'm going to, when I put my few bucks in, that's what I'm going to be hoping for. Malcolm, you need to go here. That sounds like the worst scenario. So I'm not your best friend right now, but I am cheering for the Gangly Buccaneer.
I appreciate that very much, Brandon. I appreciate the support.
All right, bro. Thank you again for fitting this into your schedule, and good luck, and we'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.